All right, fellas, thank you guys so much for making it to the meeting. I am so looking forward to talk about Rugby World Cup, especially Rugby World Cup 2031 happening in the USA. We are so excited for the Rugby World Cup.
But how are we gonna make money? How do we make the money?
All right. Everyone calm down, all right? We've put a lot of money into USA Rugby, and we're expecting a return at any moment now. Now, remember that we had the same concerns about Japan Rugby World Cup, and we see what happened. That was a payday. Oh, this is true. This is true. I mean, after that one, I was able to take me and my family on a personal cruise around the seas. Amazing. Amazing. You went on a carnival cruise? How was that interacting with the people? Interact with people? No. I mean, I bought a yacht, and me and my family went around. What part of personal cruise did you not understand?
None of this is important. It is a shit show in the US. All right, they just lost another NLR team. We invested millions into the anthem. I don't see the money coming back. What are we gonna do? What are we going to do?
This is true, but I do feel good about it. It's the US. It's basically a gold mine, right? Like, we got 7 years to get it ready. Like, we're good to go. Exactly. And we have a plan.
You have a plan? You have a plan? What is the plan here? Yeah.
It is the best plan. We went over it with the staff. They absolutely loved it. I've got to say, Americans are super easy. The key is just to keep it simple.
What is the plan? Please?
All right. Are you ready? We are going to, post highlight clips and host way more games in the US. We're just gonna have games after games all playing in the US. We're gonna have Super League games, we're gonna have Premiership games, we're gonna have international games. Like, we're gonna inundate them with so many games. And it's Americans, like, they're super simple. All they need to do is feel like it's USA being represented, and then they become immediate fans after that. By the time 2031 comes around, have guaranteed fans at every single game. Is that it? Is that the plan? I mean, of course. Like, that's why we do more games. See, because we have more games, the men's national team need to be somewhat better. And if they're capable of just getting it to the final, these Americans are so patriotic that they're going to just continue watching all the way to the finals. Boom, got it. Money. Exactly. Like we said, this is basically foolproof. Like, the only thing that you need to do to make Americans watch anything is to just have lots and lots of games and just say the USA represents, and they're just gonna be watching it. They can't even help themselves, right?
That is the worst plan that I have ever heard. We barely get enough people to come out to the games as is.
That is simply not true. Do you not remember whenever we brought the All Blacks and Ireland to Chicago? We had 62,000 people in those stadiums. And this is all we need to do. We just make more games and we're gonna get more numbers like that. We just need like 10% of the population. We get 35 million people at these games watching it. Multiply that by ticket sales. Billionaires. I might take a second personal cruise with my family again. Maybe 2 of them.
But no one new is going out to the games. It's the same South Africans and the Aussies and the guys from the UK and the Paulies and then some Americans from around the way that can travel in. But we haven't seen anybody new come in. We haven't even gotten past that 62,000 since that point, or even close to that amount.
I simply don't see how that's possible. I mean, the staff basically guaranteed this is foolproof, right? Foolproof. Foolproof. Hey, hey. Do you guys mind if I ask a quick question that could maybe help with the process? No, it's okay. It's okay. We are all inclusive here, right? Right? Please, go ahead. What is it that you would like to ask? Have you guys tried actually connecting with the US culture itself? Not just the rugby community, but the ethos and the culture of the US. Well, we are already doing that by making more games. No, not quite. I'm more so thinking, like, for example, have you guys tried to set up any interviews with major podcasts that are in the US? No. Have you guys tried connecting with popular musicians and artists to create content that would be used almost like an American soundtrack to rugby in the USA and create a positive interaction with rugby that can be cultivated over the next several years? No. Have you guys talked with Alona Mar's management team so that you guys can maybe use their connections to introduce the American public to major rugby stars in and outside the US? No! Have you made a list of international rugby stars that you believe would be highly impactful for the Rugby World Cup and create a yearly press tour run that would be done to solely help promote the oncoming Rugby World Cup 2031? No. Have you worked on empowering and partnering with content creators in the USA that would have the best connection with the local community so they could be your frontline workers to help to promote Rugby World Cup in a way that would be exclusive and translated for the American audience? No. Have you worked on trying to empower a few grassroots organizations so that they might be able to help better educate the community on rugby? No. Have you tried to interact with the mothers of USA that would have children who are playing age for rugby now and try and educate them about the values and opportunities that rugby provides, since they tend to be the biggest influencers and decision makers for youth sports participation, and they would also influence the amount of active fans that would be ready for the 2031 Rugby World Cup? Young fella, look, I have to say, these are terrible ideas. Yeah, we didn't ask you for anything, intern. Look, this is why you leave things to the professionals. I don't want to see security. Get this guy out of here. I cannot believe I entertained this. Get out of here. Ah! Sorry for that. Now, where were we? More games. Right.